It's an honor and a privilege to represent the people of tea in this esteemed group of delegates and stakeholders of the Sri Lankan tea industry. I represent the worker community and also as the chairman of Plantation Human Development Trust. What are the expectations and what are the milestones we can achieve? We partnering with everybody. So, briefly introducing myself, my great-grandfathers came as Mr. Jafji elaborated in his introduction from South India as Ganganis and tea workers and factory officers. Then they elevated themselves as my great-grandfathers came from as workers and they worked in the tea fields. And my fathers elevated and they became to serve those people. And today I represented one of the unique organization, the Plantation Human Development Trust, where the multi-stakeholders has partnered with to empower the workforce. So when you talk about or when you Google Ceylon tea or Sri Lankan tea, first set of image will be like tea plantation worker plucking tea leaves. But however, when you go deep, you will get some other flashy news also. There is wage problem, there is malnutrition, there is housing problem, and there are some poor working condition where people deserve more nutritious program. So, what is the truth behind this? That is the biggest question we all have. So let me dive into this entire sector to explain what is the problem we have faced and what are the resolvement we have provided and what are the long-term partnership we all can work together. So Jafuji explained about the history. Let me go to the other communities. So yes, obviously in 1800s, so we were brought to Sri Lanka as the indentured labor from the southern part of India, and we were employed in the coffee plantations, and also we made a kind of a jungle into a big development. And in after 1948, so the country got independence. Unfortunately, our entire community became stateless by Citizenship Act. So until 2002, our striving was to become the citizens of this country. So then in 1960s, electoral agreement between the Indian government and Sri Lankan government, most of our community members or the workers were forcefully repatriated to India after completing 4 or 5 generations in Sri Lanka. Then in 80s, 70s, we had the communal riots. We lost most of our assets, belongings, life. Then again in 2000s and early 90s, we had the civil war. And in 1992, one remarkable incident happened as Mr. Rajadure stated out. So Dr. Rajadure was emphasizing on these regional plantation companies. So in 70s, after nationalization, it was given to the state-owned plantation corporation. In 1992, most part of that was given to the regional plantation companies. So after that, after we got all the citizenship sorted in 2002, the real development era started. So up until now, through the PSTT, we were delivering a lot of infrastructure and livelihood welfare development for the plantation sector workers. So, what we were needed. So, to become the citizen of the country was the priority back then. Then again, access to basic education was a big challenge for us. And also the healthcare. So, earlier the regional plantation companies were maintaining our medical facilities. Then we had to have an established healthcare system and housing and infrastructure development, decent wages, equality, and a stabilized economic system. So let me show you how PHTT served the need using the unique composition of this organization. So when we talk about, when I introduce myself, like PHTT, people will ask, PHT. So there's a T element is there. So the T element is the important element. So we are gazetted under the Ministry of Water Supply and Estate Infrastructure, and we were serving with the Plantation Ministry. And also we operate 7 regions in our regional offices. So it is a unique tripartite body, I think in South Asia or in Asia per se, where the government members and the employers and the employees are in our board. So it's a unique composition. So as you see, there are Planters Association and regional plantation members, and also government members representing the Treasury, Plantation Ministry, Ministry of Health, and Ministry of Estate Infrastructure are there. And 2 major trade unions, that is the Sri Lanka Workers Congress and the LJW, represented in the board. So, and we are spread across, our operation is spread across nearly 12 districts wherever the plantation concerned. And also we are serving nearly 1 million population who are resident population in the tea estates or the tea plantations in the country. So far, since 1992 to 2023, as Dr. Rajadure pointed out, most of the infrastructure, health, water supply, housing, community empowerment was done by the PSCT, and nearly 3 billion worth of projects have been implemented. So one such is the water supply, sanitation, health and housing, child care development, corporate estate cooperative society management, and also the entire concept of this initiative is to create a quality working environment and to create a dignified workforce. So what are we lacking? So yes, as correctly pointed out, we are having problems in housing. Like we nearly at the moment we are working on ministry funded housing, and also thanks to the government of India we have got a grant for 10,000 housing, and also we have problems in basic infrastructure, road, water, sanitation, and learning environment, and also education, access to health, and also economic stability. Furthermore, the sustainable growth models. So like, economic stability, when you just go to any financial or economic reports, so our community will be always portrayed as the most vulnerable for the economic crises or whenever the food inflation, everything we are like, we are in first place. So how we are going to mitigate that? That is what the forum is all about. So what we can do? So our need for housing. So as you see, most of the paper articles carries people are living still in the light rooms. As Dr. Rajadure pointed out, the government is vested with the housing facilities, but also we can't totally depend on the government funding. We are also like looking for the partners to come and help us. Building houses, we are implementing body where you can partner up with and eradicate the houses. We are need more than 150,000 plus houses in the plantation sector. So you can partner up with us to create a quality lifestyle for our working force. And also education, thanks to CTTA, and we have started introducing smart classrooms in the plantation region. And also we hopefully believe that they will support more after the event. They get some good option prices also. And also upgrading childhood development centers. So this is one of the important area we are looking at. We are looking at empowering the younger generation or the children to be strengthened and also to be a part of the tea industry, also the plantation industry. And for that, now with the support of the World Bank, out of 1,193 child development centers, we have developed nearly 600 plus centers. We need support from you all if you can possible to develop furthermore the child development centers where the children can be more empowered in this sector. And also economic stability and business models. We are looking at how we can partner with the chairman of Ceylon Smallholder Association pointed out, how we can intercollaborate with them and introduce a program. So future of the industry. So there's a common saying, if there is no worker, no tea. As I emphasized on the point, all tea industry is based on our tea plucker plucking the tea. So we can, in future we can introduce drones, machines, anything. But Ceylon tea is famous for the hand-plucked thing. So we need to empower a quality tea worker for that to have a quality cup of tea. So on that context, we also pointed out, how the export market has helped or aid the stability of Sri Lankan economy. So that you can see our exports according to the export report. So we have our FOB value have gone, and our economy is so strengthened by the tea industry. So saying that, why there is a problem in the labor force? So labor force, as you all well aware, this is the only tea industry, when you open the door you have a job. But despite the fact that there is a large population of young population is migrating for the other district or other areas. What is the basic problem? So we need to address that by introducing new models to the system. So there is an uncertainty of the wage and this same old regimental method, and also people think working in the tea plantation is the most undignified job by the younger generation. So why is that? So we have to go to the core concept of that to understand the basic needs of it. And also some entities, they don't maintain the fields properly, or there is a business problem among them. So these things have contributed the workforce not to join in the workforce, like in the tea industry. So one of the alternative model, I really agree with Dr. Rajadure, and also the Smallholder Association. One of the important model is the partnership model. In this, I can give you a small example. Our political understanding from British time to today, we had different political ideologies. When there is an economic instability or a problem, various party people got together, they got partnered up, and they are stabilizing the economy. So likewise, Helis may have wonderful initiative, Maharashtra may have wonderful initiative, and other companies may have their own RSP, the revenue share system. So we need to work with a uniform model to empower and implement that project into the tea plantation status. Nearly 1 million population living in the state, but nearly 90,000-ish people are working in the tea plant. So our regional plantation companies and the other stakeholders are finding difficult. If you ask them what is the major problem, there is a lack of workforce. So how we can attract the young generation, as Excellency President correctly pointed out yesterday, how we are going to market it to the Genesis and millennials is one big challenge. Likewise, in the fundamental level, how are we going to take the younger generation into the account is what we are talking about. So this tea partner model will be a uniform model with everyone. So I really invite everyone to share your knowledge, educate us. The PhD can be a body where we can introduce that methodologies to everyone. And also the one important model with the ILO. The ILO has introduced a business plan for the tea smallholders, so which is very successful. So likewise, we can work together to attract more people into the system. As I always now, you can ask, how are you referring this system? So this is called conscious capitalism, according to Professor Claus. So he is always wanted to, more than in a business, a company, empowering or interest of the shareholder, it is also important nowadays to empower the stakeholder of the industry. So that is what we all needed. And finally, to partner up with, there are some stakeholders, the PHDT, the ministry, the unions, and the Tea Planters Association, the Tea Board, many agencies are here. So we can partner up with them, and with the support of the consumers, we can introduce this model, and it will be very beneficial for everyone in this industry. So I make this platform as an opportunity to invite every one of you to partner up with us and educate our entity, and also we can work together for the sustainable future. Thank you very much.